major changes and benefit increases made in Social Security checks. So if you happen to receive Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA, or really any other fixed income benefit, you're definitely going to want to pay very close attention to what I'm going to share with you in this video. Also, if you appreciate the research that goes into making these videos and you like being informed, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free and only takes a second, guys. By the way, if you own a home, make sure your home is protected. Get your free home warranty quote. I'll left a link for you guys in the description down below of this video. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and dive just a little bit deeper into this wild world of Social Security. And of course, its upcoming changes in 2024. Now, if you guys are able to hear me and see me okay, just please drop a quick comment. Let me know that you're able to see and hear me okay. I know it's pretty late during this live, but I wanted to make sure to get this information, this important information out to all of you. Bud Gibson, what's going on, Bud? Thanks for checking in, man. And I see we've got 99 people in here. We've got Charlie Davis. We've got Dad and Two Brothers in here. What's going on? We've got Row TV, Kim Weston. We've got Dave Romero. Also, I appreciate you guys. And if you guys could just hit the like button, it only takes a second. It just kind of helps to let YouTube know to push this information out to other people on fixed income, Social Security, so that they can get this information as well. So buckle up, guys, because it's going to be quite a ride going into 2024. Especially when planning for these golden years. Now, firstly, let's go ahead and paint the picture here, okay? Imagine Social Security, you got pensions, and you got IRAs. And all three of these items are like fuel, and not having enough money in retirement in your retirement years is kind of like going on a road trip with a car that's running on fumes. And you also know it's going to be a bumpy ride ahead. And so you're just kind of like praying and you're hoping just to make it to the next gas station. You ever been in a situation like that? If you have, just let me know. But nowadays, it's like almost no companies even offer pensions anymore. So most folks, they don't even have that. And for many people, the best that they could hope for is an IRA or maybe a 401k investment account to live off of, maybe a 401k account where the employer makes a contribution or matching contribution. Well, so first off, imagine counting every penny because your social security checks barely cover the basics and increases just can't come fast enough. And we're talking about rent. We're talking about groceries, all those pesky medical bills, right? That just seem to be multiplying like rabbits when you get older. It's not fair. It's just not fair. And it's kind of like you're juggling bills. And just when you think you have it all sorted out, life throws you a curveball, right? The refrigerator goes out. The air conditioning system goes out. The roof starts to leak. The toilet's something happens. The water heater, something unexpected, the car breaks down, you get a flat tire, the timing belt needs to be, there's just something, right? Or maybe you just need a new prescription that costs an arm and a leg. And then maybe there's prescription shortages or medical medicine shortages. There just always seems to be something, especially in 2024. Now, speaking of health, let's not even get started on medical expenses, right? It's like playing a game of whack-a-mole. And just when you think you got it, one ailment under control, another one pops up. Medicare definitely helps for sure, but Medicare doesn't cover everything. And these gaps and these co-pays, they can really just drain your wallet faster than a leaky faucet, no pun intended. Now, let's talk about the nitty gritty, starting with those quarters. I don't know if you guys remember the quarters. So basically, the way the Social Security system works in terms of paying folks out and determining how much money you're due and whether you're eligible and all these different freaking rules. I'm pretty sure they're going to make up some new rules for Social Security that you'll have to jump through before I end this video. But anyway, so you need 40 quarters in order to retire. And at each one of these quarters, price is going to be increased up to $1,730. And while earning $6,990 per year might seem very doable for most folks in a tough job or, for people who have really difficult jobs or maybe they have health issues, making $7,000 a year it might feel like you're running a marathon, but every penny counts. And it's a sprint to the finish line for retirement. Now, moving on to the maximum taxable income. If you're one of the high income rollers, you're making well into the six-figure brackets, brace yourselves. We're talking about the folks who are making well over $100,000 a year. That may be you, that may not be you, but brace yourselves as the maximum taxable income is also being increased. So Uncle Sam in his infinite wisdom is raising the stakes to $168,600. And it's like going to a fancy restaurant and then finding out that they just kind of like bumped up all the prices. Like, can you imagine going into a restaurant and it's like $24 just for like an appetizer? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. And sure, if you're making $168,600, you can probably afford it, but it still stings. It still stings, and nobody wants to pay that much for a freaking appetizer, Yeah. So, and while it only affects a very small percentage of people, it's still a reminder that, with greater incomes comes a greater chunk of change that's going toward the Social Security pot. What's the phrase they say? The more money you make, or more money, more problems, or something like that. Anyway, I totally screwed up that phrase, but whatever. Yeah. So, what is it? Vitamin vegan or something like that? No stimulus checks. Nobody said anything about stimulus checks, so I'm not really sure where you get that stimulus check comment from. Anyway, so there's the infamous earnings test. So imagine finally reaching the age where you can just finally just tap into Social Security. But there's a catch. If you earn over a certain amount, they actually start clawing back some of those benefits. Isn't that nice? It's kind of like getting a piece of cake only to have someone else take a bite out of it for every step that you take toward your table, if that makes sense. Really, really not fair. And yeah, so in 2024, you can earn a little bit more before they actually start nibbling away, but it's still a numbers game, and it's all about timing. And, what about that COLA? So in the real world, prices for just about everything are creeping up. Gas, groceries, rent payments, homeowners insurance, property insurance, everything's going up. Everything's just going up. Like you can't go into Walmart and see the same prices that you saw a month ago. The price of everything's going up. And the COLA, it's like Social Security's nod to the fact that your dollar isn't stretching as far as it used to. And a lot of people like to look at the Social Security COLA as a raise. And it, in theory, is a raise, but it's just that your dollar doesn't buy as much. So it's giving you more dollars to make up for the weak dollar, if that makes sense. It's a freaking joke. 2023 2023 COLA raise increases were like 8.7%. It was like a historically high COLA increase for Social Security in 2023, but here we are in 2024, and a whopping 3.2% increase in benefits is what they doled out to everyone. So most people at this point are pretty much not really jumping for joy. They're kind of like looking at this extra 3.2%. Some people are like, hey, I only got an extra $60. Some people only got an extra $100. Some people didn't even get $100. I don't know how much you got, but most people are not happy about it. But basically think about this 3.2% COLA increase in benefits, as the government, or, the Social Security Administration, the SSA, kind of like throwing you a little life raft as your little navigation system as you try to navigate the choppy waters and the storm of inflation, right? Now, it's a little raft. It's like a inflatable raft that they threw you with this 3.2% COLA increase. It's not a yacht. They didn't take care of you. They just said, hey, we don't want you to die, but we don't want you to be okay either. We just want you to just enough to keep your nostrils above the water. Thanks, government. But hey, I guess, it's something to keep you afloat, I guess. But then usually, most people, they'll get a little bit of extra benefit and then they'll take some other benefit away. So it's like, oh, hey, I came up $80 on Social Security. Oh, wait, I lost some SNAP benefits or EBT, or they raised my, I don't know, Medicare bill, or lowered the coverage. They make you think you got something, but they somehow have finagled the numbers to make you end up not really moving forward, if that makes sense. Anyway, so now, let's not forget the folks who are sitting on the sidelines watching their potential Social Security benefits grow with every single COLA, right? It's kind of like a savings account. It gets a little bit of interest bump every now and then. And of course, you might not necessarily be ready to cash in just yet, but it's a little bit more reassuring to know that there's a little bit more waiting for you when you do. Kind of like finding an extra cookie in the cookie jar, when you thought you were out. Kind of like that. I might be happier to see the extra cookie than than to see an extra $2 on a Social Security check. But I guess it depends on what kind of cookie it is. If it's like Snickerdoodles or the Oreo cookies that come in the yellow packaging, oh my God! Or don't even get me started on the double stuffed cookies. I digress. Right. So getting off topic. But maxing out Social Security, benefits is kind of like hitting the jackpot. And yeah. So anyway, very few people manage to do that. Just like in life, very few. I don't know how many of you guys ever been to Las Vegas and gamble, or play jackpot, or do the little slot machines, or maybe I don't know how many of you guys may have ever visited Biloxi, Mississippi, which I haven't been there, but I hear a lot of people talk about it. I hear a lot of people talk about what is it? What's the casino up in New Jersey? Jesus. If you guys remember, just hit me up in the comments, whatever the casino name is in New Jersey. But anyway, if you've ever been to the casinos, very few people hit the jackpot. And maxing out Social Security retirement is kind of like hitting the jackpot. So very few people manage to be able to do it. But for those who do, they're kind of like sitting pretty. Think of it as like, I don't know, the high score on the same arcade game, right? Not everybody can reach it, but it's sure nice to kind of dream about it, right? And of course, with the maximum benefits, getting a boost in 2024, it's like the game just added a bonus level. So, but just remember, for most of us mere mortals, right? It's more about playing the game smart with what you've got versus kind of holding out for that top score. But yeah, so now let's go ahead and put all of this into perspective here, right? A lot of changes have come out from the SSA, from the Social Security Administration. But these changes are more than just numbers on the page. They're about real lives, and they're about real plans. So whether you're counting down the days to retirement, or maybe it's still just kind of like a speck on the horizon, every one of these little shifts in Social Security can definitely feel like tremors under your feet, right? And it's all about adapting. It's about planning, and it's sometimes just kind of holding on tight. Now, Social Security is supposed to be one of multiple legs on a stool to support you in your retirement years. So if Social Security is one of the three, then maybe one of the other ones is a pension, if you had a pension. Another one might be a 401k. So there you got three legs, right? But let's just say you didn't have a pension, so maybe it'd be Social Security, 401k, and maybe a Roth, or maybe a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA as your third leg, right? But when Social Security comes up short, it's kind of like you need all three legs. Good luck sitting on a two-legged stool, if you know what I mean, right? So this is the situation that we're facing right now. But get this, guys. It's easy to get lost in all the details, the different percentages, the dollar amounts. But at the heart of it all, this is about securing a slice of stability in a world that's pretty much anything but stable. It's all about and I see a lot of you guys dropping comments how much your Social Security COLA raise was, $29, $30. It's ridiculous, right? And then on top of that, they're probably taxing that money. So do you even get the full $30? But anyway, it's about knowing that, after years of the 9 to 5 grind, the rat race and all that, there's something to help keep the lights on and the coffee brewing. I don't know how many of you guys drink coffee. I've been drinking a lot less Starbucks. I don't remember the last time I had Starbucks. I've been drinking more of a Dunkin' Donuts Keurig, or the Publix brand. Jesus, I forget the name of their brand. But if you have a favorite coffee, let me know what your favorite coffee is. Maybe I can try something else. Because, I'm always looking for a new caffeine boost. Because, if you drink the same coffee all the time, it just kind of, I feel like the benefits kind of wear off over time. You kind of need to rotate. Yeah. So, and let me show you my favorite. I know I'm getting on topic, but that's what I do. Let me show you my favorite creamer. I wasn't planning on showing y'all this, but while I have you, y'all tell me if you use this creamer. But this is the best creamer ever. And they call it hazelnut. But I call it Hazel's Nuts. And yeah, this is a must. So, and notice the size of it. I mean, this thing is freaking huge, isn't it? Yeah. But anyway, so Catalia is a creamer lover as well. I don't blame. I mean, like, some people like black coffee, and I'm like, I'm not about to drink that. Like, unless I'm trying to like lose weight or something like that, if I'm trying to get lean and, get ready for, pool weather, summertime, beach weather and stuff like that, give me my creamer. I'm okay with an extra 35 calories and 5 grams of carbs. It ain't that bad. It ain't that serious. I'll just be on the treadmill for an extra 6 minutes. So anyway, but yeah, it's social, the time of retirement is about dignity. It's about retiring in dignity, respect, and a little bit of comfort when you're hung up about your work. But anyway, as we look ahead to 2024 and all the different changes that are coming down the pipeline, we got to keep our eyes wide open and our pencils sharp, right? Whether you're a savvy saver, or just kind of like, just getting started, it's about making the most out of whatever you got, right? Oh, wow. So I got tea drinkers in the house. I'm more of a cola for real. Wait. Ronald Huff says I'm more of a cola for real. Are you telling me you get more? Do you rather drink cola instead of coffee, or are you saying like you get more of a caffeine kick from cola versus coffee? Because me personally, I can't even tell you the last time I drank soda. It's been so long. Like, I don't care where I go, whether it's a restaurant, if I stop by, reluctantly Chipotle, because I hate the fact that see, the thing is Chipotle is food. All right, Chipotle used to be one of my favorite restaurants back in the day when they first opened up, but now, and for the last several years, Chipotle has been so cheap on their chicken, I choose not to go there. And that is why I don't like Chipotle, because they're so inconsistent with their scoops of meat. And it's not necessarily chicken. If you go with the barbacoa or their steak or their, I forget what other meat option, but that just irks me to death. And I'm just not willing to pay for that. And I'm not going to pay for double chicken just to get the amount of chicken I should have gotten with a regular serving, but I digress. So, but anyway, I don't drink soda. Lots of unnecessary calories in there, tons of sugar, and tons of like chemicals and crap. Now, I'm not gonna say like I'm like the perfect eater. Like, it's not like I'm eating 100% organic everything, and all I drink is water, and I'm like the most purest person in the world. It's not even like that. But I just choose not to drink soda. One thing I learned back in the day, like when I used to like bodybuild and stuff like that, is never drink your calories. And because the reason why, and this is why, like when I used to coach people in bodybuilding and stuff like that, like I used to tell people like most people gain weight or get fat or have a difficult time getting leaner because it's so easy to drink their calories. And people would like drink juice and soda all day long and wonder why they can't drop weights or can't drop weight. So anyway, that's why I don't do that. But oh, and then Ronald Huff says you're diabetic and addicted to sugar. That's a bad combination, brother. Yeah, never drink your calories. And if you're a diabetic, yeah, I'd definitely be staying away from soda, juices, and any other drink or food or snack that is having a lot of simple sugars. But I have met multiple diabetics who have actually who have overcome diabetes and simply by changing their diet. But a lot of people don't have the willpower to do that, and then they end up having to stick themselves with daily shots to keep their blood sugar levels. It's a mess. I rather just clean up my diet. I don't like needles, period. I ain't get jabbed, and I'm not trying to jab myself for some insulin shots. So that's just me. But anyway, guys, I just want to give you guys the quick updates on what's going on with the Social Security for 2024. And I hope you guys appreciated the updates that I shared with you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and of course, if you own a home, get your free home warranty link in the description down below. Not free home warranty. The warranty is not free. It's a free quote. So get your free quote for your home warranty link in the description down below. I just totally screwed that up. Anyway, I'm going to bed. I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see y'all in a few hours later.